There's 7 years, 98 days, 8 hours, 6 minutes, and 10 seconds left on the climate clock in New York City. The climate clock is an art exhibit created by artists trying to raise awareness about environmental protection, and it serves as a countdown timer until irreversible damage has been done to the earth. When we think about climate damage, we often think about plastic, which was once a solution to indestructible and cheap manufactured items like water bottles. Now, these water bottles fill our oceans and our streets. In the middle of the Pacific Ocean, there sits an island about the size of Texas called the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, which is an astounding 1.6 million square kilometers. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch is comprised of the East and the West Pacific Garbage Patch, and is one of 5 big giant garbage patches in the middle of the Earth's oceans. The US alone contributes 8 million tons of plastic to this garbage patch each year. A study by Nihon University and National Geographic have found that plastic is very hard to biodegrade, but is photodegradable. However, it only takes a short 450 years for a plastic water bottle to degrade completely, and even then, there's still BPA and PET, which are chemicals in plastic that are leaked into the ocean and eaten by fish. In the US, we use a lot of plastic. Every second, the US uses 1,500 plastic water bottles, shown by a study by Treehugger, which would equate to 50 billion plastic water bottles every single year. A study by the New York Times shows that only 20% of people actually recycle these water bottles, while 80% of these plastic water bottles go back into the ocean or landfills. And there are other factors to think about. Along with these 50 billion water bottles is 17 million barrels of oil used to create all the plastic for these water bottles, along with other factors like distributing and shipping all these water bottles to other countries. We have better solutions to think about back at home, like recycling. Many people often try to recycle in hopes that the plastic used in water bottles will be recycled into items and will decrease their carbon footprint, essentially. However, only 10% of plastics are able to be recycled. 90% of plastic has to be renewed or remade during the recycling process, and thus is adding more plastic to our carbon footprint overall. It is cheaper to reuse plastics that we have, like old water bottles or old containers for other items, or buying stronger metallic items that can be used, like metallic water bottles, like hydro flasks. On average, it costs a person about $346 per year to buy bottled water every day. But using tap water, the cost is only 48 cents, or $20.03 with a Brita filter. Plastic is the solution to a different time, where the desire was cheap and easy to manufacture. But now, our Earth has been given a time limit. We must act now in hopes reuse and recycle more, and hopefully find better ways to recycle plastic, or else the ocean will only be more filled with plastic every year. Hopefully then, we can turn back the clock.